If you write W in a small, of course your program will compile and run, no problem. Okay, if you write W in a small, of course your program will compile and run. But what will happen? You are not following the naming convention. Then you will face what problem? Are you getting my point? At later stage of the development, you will face a very big problem. So W must be capital. Class name must be start with a what? Capital character, capital word. Okay, now what is next? Next is what? The main method in Java. Have a look. What is the main method in Java? Public static void main string of args. Then here opening of braces. Then here we have what? System dot out println. Look at here again. We have two flavors: print and println. Two flavors. There is a method called print. There is another method called what? Println. So I will tell you what is the difference. Okay. So println, here I want to give any message. Welcome to Java language. Welcome to Java language. Here we have a semicolon. Now here we have a closing of main method. And here finally we are closing the class. Perfect. Okay. Don't write anything. Just listen. Now I'm going to save this program. My first program is ready now. My first program is ready. Okay, I have written my first program. I'm going to save this program. So have a look. Let me change the color. I'm going to save this program. Now again, there is a controversy here. There is a controversy. What is the controversy issues? Have a look. The controversy issues is what, sir? Most of the times, even in you will find in the book, in YouTube channels, most of the times faculties are also telling what, sir, here compulsory we need to save the file name is what? Welcome.java. The extension of Java program is what? .java. The extension of any Java program is what? .java. So that is very clear. Even I am telling also the extension is only what? .java. But sometimes you will find in the books, sometimes you will find from the students also that compulsory we should save the file name as class name. Listen my words very carefully, online, offline guys. Compulsory students are telling, even in the you will see in the websites, compulsory we should save the file name as a what? Class name. Sir, it is not compulsory. It is not compulsory. Your class name is welcome. I can save with tester.java, no problem. I can save with tester.java, no problem. At practical, I will show you that you can save any name. We can save with any name. But in general, it is recommended. It is recommended that we should always save our file name. What, sir? According to our class name. It is recommended, but it is not compulsory. Are you getting my point? Write down the second point. Second point. Write down. In Java, it is recommended. In Java, it is recommended. It is recommended to write the file name. To write the file name. It is recommended to write the file name exactly same with the class name. Exactly same with what? Class name. Exactly same with the class name. But it is not compulsory. But it is not compulsory. But it is not compulsory. But it is what? Not compulsory. Is it clear, all of you? It is not compulsory. Okay, fine. So look at this welcome.java. This welcome.java is what, sir? This welcome.java. One more point you write down. One more point you write down. Next point. Java program must be saved. Java programs must be saved. Having extension .java. Java programs must be saved having extension .java. Having extension what? .java. Okay. So now look at welcome.java. This is called what? You know, this is called what? Technically, it is called source code. What it is called? Source code. Are you getting my point? What it is called? It is called source code. Welcome.java. It is called source code. Now, this source code, listen very carefully guys, these points are a very, very important point. So just concentrate you guys. So this source code we are going to submit to whom? To whom? Yes, come on, say, you are telling right. Say, to whom? Compiler. Excellent. This code we need to submit to what? Compiler. Sir, Java C. Java C stands for Java compiler. Java what? Compiler. Java compiler. Java compiler. Are you getting my point? This course we submit to, or let me just, we have an arrow sign. So why I am taking this? No need to take this. We can take now. One arrow sign is there. Yes. So this course, this source code we submit to whom? Java compiler. Now what the Java compiler will do? What compilation meaning what? What is the meaning of compilation? Please give the next point. Write down. Role of compiler. Role of compiler. Next point. Role of compiler. Role of compiler. Online guys, please write down role of compiler. Role of what? Compiler. Listen very carefully. Sir, most of the times, most of the times in interviews, students are telling compilers are used to find out the errors. Compilers are used to find out the errors. Sir, it is a wrong statement. It is a wrong statement. Are you getting my point? Compilers are not used to find out the errors, sir. Compilers are not used to find out the errors. Have a look. I'm telling you, you just try to understand what I'm telling. Listen, actually there are 3 works. There are total 3 works of compiler. I'm going to tell you in more detail. You just concentrate, try to understand. Sir, what's the role of compiler? Don't write, just look at first. Role of compiler. So what is the first role of compiler? You will tell. What is the first role of compiler? The first role of compiler is what? Syntax checking. What, sir? You remember my first class? Syntax. Okay, compilers are used to check the syntax. So while checking the syntax, look at, listen my words very, very carefully. Sir, every programming language, it is C, C++, Java, .NET, Python, every programming language provides some syntax. Yes or no? English language also provides some syntax, the subject plus verb plus object. Say yes or no? Yes. So every programming language provides some syntax. As a programmer, as a user, as a developer, we need to follow those syntax. Are you getting my point? We need to follow those syntax. If you don't follow those syntax, then automatically error will be generated. Compilers are not finding what? Compilers are not used to generate errors. Compilers are telling you, you have to follow the syntax. Okay, let's say I'm writing what? System.out.println. Listen, system.out.println I'm writing. System.out.println. Sir, in Java, system S must be capital. In Java, system S must be what? Automatic process. Errors coming is what? Automatic process. If your syntax is incorrect, if your syntax are wrong, automatically errors will be committed or not? Or errors will be committed. Now, have a look. This is the first point. Now, what is the second point? Sir, compilers also check incompatibility issues. Incompatibility issues. Sir, what is this incompatibility issues, sir? I'm not getting. Incompatibility issues means what? Your LHS left hand size is equal to what? Right hand side. Are you getting my point? This is called what? Incompatible. Both are compatible or not? Both are compatible or not? Incompatibility issues, both are compatible or not? Let's say you are trying to write, as an example, for example, you are trying to write what? Int x is equal to 23.90. Possible? Possible or not possible? Not possible. Not possible. Because it is what? It is a floating point literal. It is a floating. Float you want to assign on what? Integer. Possible or not? Not possible. Because both are not compatible. Both are not what? Compatible. This 23.90, this value 23.90 is not compatible with what? X variable. Why? Because the type of X variable is what? Integer. So it is what? It is invalid. What it is, sir? Invalid. Invalid. It is not possible. Okay, sir, got it. Now what? You got it now? Incompatibility, not meant for each other. Incompatible. Now what is the third point? The third and last point, sir. Our processor understands only 0 and 1. What it understands? 0 and 1. Our computer system understands only what? 0 and 1. That 0 and 1 is known as what? Binary level language, low level language, or machine level language. Listen my words. Our processor understands what? Only 0 and 1, nothing else. Only 0 and 1. 0 and 1 means it is a binary level language, low level language, or what? Machine level language. So whatever you are writing here, whatever you are writing in the program, we are writing the class welcome, public static void main. Your processor does not understand this code. Okay, so everything we need to convert into which format? 0 and 1 format. So finally, look at compiler converts. It converts. Come on, complete the sentence. It converts the source code. It converts the source code into what? Into machine code. Into machine code. Machine code is nothing but what? Binary code. Okay, please take role of compiler. Syntax checking, incompatibility issues. And then it converts the source code into machine code. I'm not telling, that's why I'm not audible. Have you written this? You got the concept or not? So will you tell them in the interview room compilers are used to find out the errors? No, compilers are used to find out the syntax. Okay, syntax. Every programming language provides some syntax. As a programmer, we need to follow the syntax. Okay, so as a programmer, we need to follow the syntax. Compatibility issues, yes. And what? It converts the source code into what? Machine code. Perfect. Now let me go with the next point. So I don't want to save. Now look at. So once all these three things will be done, all these three things, syntax checking, incompatibility issues, and what? Converting the source code into machine code, then what will happen next, sir? Sir, what will happen next? Look at this. Compiler will convert the source code into which format, sir? Come on, machine code. This compiler will convert the source code into machine code. So here what you will get, here you will get welcome dot class file. What, sir? Welcome dot class file. Dot class. This dot class file is also known as what? Bytecode. This dot class file is also known as what, sir? Bytecode. Okay, welcome dot class file. Are you getting my point? This is our machine code. This is what? Our machine code. Welcome.java is a source code. Java compiler, we converted this source code to what? Machine code. This welcome.class file is a what, sir? Machine code. Is it clear, all of you? This is a life cycle. This is the life cycle of Java program. Now, finally, this machine code we submit to. Finally, this machine code we submit to whom? Finally, this machine code we submit to JVM. We submit to whom? JVM. JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. Sir, I have a doubt. It is a hardware device or it is a software? Software or it is a hardware device? Some machine are there, just like my laptop or just like my mobile. Huh? Most of the times I have seen students are confusing. It is a physical device. No. It is a illusion. It is not a physical device. What it is? It is a software. By looking this name machine, don't think that it is a physical device. It is not a physical device. It is what, sir? It is a software. In fact, it is an interpreter. In fact, what it is? Interpreter. Interpreter, I will tell you in more details. Okay. And I will also tell you what is the difference between compiler and interpreter. Don't worry about that. So we submit this code to JVM, and finally, what the JVM will do? JVM will generate the what? JVM will generate the output. JVM will generate the output. So output of the code will be generated by the JVM. Now here, one small note I'm writing for you guys. Have a look. Don't write first. Look at what I'm writing for you guys. Note. JVM full form is already given. Java Virtual Machine. JVM is a what? Is a software. JVM is a software in the form of what? In the form of interpreter. What, sir? Interpreter. Interpreter written. Look at. This is very, very important. Written in which language? You know? No. Written in C language. Written in what, sir? C language. So this entire JVM is written in which language? C language. Okay, C language. In this entire JVM is written in C language. Okay. Now one more point. The main purpose of JVM to load and execute our dot class file. Our what, sir? Dot class file. Our dot class file. Dot class file is nothing but what code? Machine code. Say yes or no? Dot class file is nothing but what? Machine code. Dot class file is nothing but machine code. That's all. Now you please take this. Where you have left the space now, 6 to 7 lines. There only you take this. Please take this. Where we have written some space now, some space you have given some space of 6 to 10 lines or something. There only you write. Where you have written write a program in Java to display welcome message. Just after that you write this. And one more thing, sir, just wait, all of you, please wait. Look at, sir, Java is a highly case sensitive language. So whenever there is a capital word, I'm just underlying that. So here W is capital or not? And look at here, string is what? Capital. Here system S is capital. Okay. Yes. No. Println is a single word. Println is a single word. It is a single word. It's look like println, but println is a single word. Wait, guys, wait. I will give you the complete idea. It will take one class to complete this main method and class, So don't be in hurry. I will give you the complete idea. Just follow what I'm telling you. Done. Done, all of you? Okay, take your time. Take your time. No worry. User defined. Class is a user defined. Once you install the JDK software, in fact, once you install the JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Oh, that part I will discuss. Don't worry about that. At the time of installation, I will discuss. Okay, so JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Inside this JDK, when you install JDK, automatically inside this JDK, GRE is installed. That is called Java Runtime Environment. Inside that GRE, JVM is automatically installed. Java Virtual Machine that we are talking. So when we talk about the software, how to install software, then I will tell you. Then I will tell you about this. That what is JDK, GRE, and JVM. Don't just follow the sequence. We faculties have a very great sequencer. So in that sequence we go, because we know which thing will come first, which thing will come last. So don't worry about that. Is it okay, all of you? Done? Completed? Now you give the heading description of main method in Java. Description of main method. Description of main method in Java. Description of main method. Description of main method in Java. Okay, description of main method. Now listen each and every word of what I'm telling you. Listen each and every word what I'm telling you. Sir, look at. First of all, what will happen? This program is automatically, this program is, you save this program. You save this program with the name what? Welcome.java. Then for compilation purpose, you are calling what? Java compiler. Java compiler will come. It will check whether you followed the syntax or not. Java compiler will come. It will check the syntax for the class. Listen my words. Each and every line is very, very important what I'm telling. So Java compiler will come. It will check for the class you have opened the curly braces or not. This is string S is capital or not. Sometimes students put semicolon after this main method. Okay, because main is a user defined function. Okay, so main semicolon is not there. System S must be capital. Here semicolon must be existing. All this syntax will be checked by whom? Compiler. Once checking everything, compiler will generate what? Welcome.class file. That is the machine code. Say yes or no? Welcome.class file will be generated by compiler. Now this welcome.class file we submit to what? JVM. Is it clear, all of you? Now what the JVM will do? Listen. First of all, compilation is done. Compilation is done. Syntax checking is done. Now I'm going to execute my program. So first of all, JVM will search where is your main method. First of all, JVM will search what, sir? First of all, JVM will search where is your main method. Please notice, even if you have written 1500 lines of code, doesn't matter. Always JVM will start its execution from where? Main method. Are you getting my point? Okay, keep in your mind. Look at in this classroom. In this classroom, what is the entry point? That particular door or not? Is there any other entry point? Can anybody enter from the window? It's not possible. Okay, and what is the exit point? That particular door only or not? Sir, in the programming language also, as even you have written 2,000 lines of code, 10,000 lines of code, your program execution will only from main to main. Keep in your mind. Program execution always starts from main. Program execution always ends with main. That's all. So as a programmer, we need to concentrate only Main method. Where is the main method? Where is the main method? So your JVM is going to search, first of all, where JVM is going to search what? Main method. Where is your main method? Where is your main method? So JVM is searching your main method. JVM found the main method in which class? Welcome class. Okay, now JVM found the main method. Now you tell me, what is JVM? No, that is a full form. What is JVM? JVM is a software or not? JVM is a software. Listen my words very carefully. JVM is a software. Software, can you say collection of programs? Software means what? Collection of programs. So that means JVM is a collection of programs. Yes or no? Can we say JVM is a program? Bigger program. JVM is a bigger program. Say yes or no? Can we say JVM is a program? Yes, yes, we can say JVM is a program, but bigger program, not a smaller one. Okay, so JVM is a software is a collection of programs, so we can say JVM is a program. Now you tell me, one program try to execute your own program. One program try to execute another program. One program try to execute another program. Sir, any person wants to enter inside the room, so that person has to take the permission from me or not? So may I enter, sir? I will tell yes, please enter. Okay, if I say no, this is core Java batch, you are Python students, I will close the door. Close the door means what? Now no one can enter now. Are you getting my point? So JVM is trying to enter inside this main method. If you don't declare this main method as a public, then what will happen? JVM cannot enter inside the main method. You got the point? So if someone is going to ask you in the interview room, can you please tell me why Java main method is declared as public? So what is your answer? Yes, sir. Main method is declared as public. So JVM can enter inside the main method for the execution process. Otherwise, what will happen? JVM cannot enter inside the main method. Are you getting my point? If you write private, then what will happen? Your program will compile, but JVM cannot enter inside the main method. Is it clear, all of you? Sir, most of the times they are asking this first question. Can you please tell me why main method is declared as public? So why main method is declared as public? So JVM can enter inside the main method. We should declare our main method as public, so JVM can enter inside the main method. Is it clear, all of you? Write the notes. First you give the heading public. Write down. It is an access modifier in Java. We should always declare our main method as public. So JVM we should always declare our main method as public, so JVM can easily execute our main method. So JVM can easily execute our main method. If we don't declare our main method as public, then our program will compile. Our program will compile, but at runtime, it will generate an error. Okay, if we don't declare our main method as public, then our program will compile, but at runtime, it will generate an error. Is it okay, all of you? let's say. So let's say have a look. I will tell you in more detail. Don't worry about that. I will tell you in more detail. So let's say class name is what, sir? Welcome. I will tell you entire process. Don't worry, sir. I is directly writing the program. What is the compilation process? What is the installation process? Everything I will tell you in more detail. Just I want to show you, sir. Welcome to what? Java. Executed or not? Program is executed. Let's say I want to show your hello learner. Hello learner. Welcome to Java. Now I need to compile. I need to compile the program, and I need to run. Look at what is this giving. Hello learner, welcome to Java. Say yes or no. Now you do one thing. You do one thing. What you are doing, sir? You remove this public from here. I don't want to declare this public. Okay, my program will compile or not? Say yes or no. Java C welcome.java. Program will compile or not? Yes, compile. Look at compiler will check the syntax. Try to focus. Compiler will check the syntax. There is no rule. There is no rule in Java which forces you that every method must be declared as public. Try to listen. Very depth thinking. I'm telling you, there is no syntax. There is no rule which forces you that you have to declare every method as a what public. We can declare. We can't. Say yes or no. Are you getting my point? I can declare. Yes, I can declare. No, I am not. I am not interested to declare public. Don't declare. You won't get any compilation error. Are you getting my point? Because you are not. What? You are not violating the rule of syntax. You are getting my this point. So look at, are you getting any compilation error? You won't get any compilation error. Look at, fine, program is compiled. But when you run this program, then JVM cannot enter inside the main method. Then JVM will generate one error. What JVM will tell? I cannot find symbol, cannot find main method. Error, cannot find main method. Please define main method as public static void main string. Look at, very beautiful message. Look at, read the message. Error, main method not found in class welcome. Please define the main method as public static void main string of argument. Say yes or no. Are you getting my point? Are you getting any compilation error? No. No, there is no compilation error. But you do one thing. You just remove this void. You remove this void. You remember I told you every method must have return type. Every method must have return type. So just like public, I removed void. My program will compile or not compile? Not compile. It is a rule. Look at, try to understand. This is the difference I want to show you. There is no rule which forces you that you have to define every method as a public. You can or you can't. Say yes or no. Are you getting my point? There is no rule which forces you that I am defining one method. That method must be declared as public. There is no rule in Java. You can define. Public means what? I want to access this method globally. Public means what? I want to access this method globally. If you don't declare this public, that means what will happen? The method will be accessible within the same class only. Are you getting my point? But look at method. Whenever you are defining a method, return type of method is what? Compulsory. It is a syntax. It is a part of syntax. Suddenly you will get a compilation error. Have a look. Are you getting compilation error? Yes, sir. Look at invalid method declaration. Return type is required. What compiler is telling? Compiler is telling no, it is an invalid method declaration. The method you have declared main method, it is invalid. I will not allow. Return type is required. You give the return type. Are you getting my point? This is the difference between what? Syntax. What is the syntax of programming and what are the things which are not essential? So writing public is what? Not essential. You can or you can't. Writing public here is compulsory. So JVM can access method because JVM is outside or not. JVM is available in the software. From outside, JVM wants to access your method. So this main method must be public or not. You got my point? Okay. So today we have completed this public. Tomorrow we will see why we have written here a static. Then we will see why void, why main, why we have written this string and all this array variable. Each and every point. The total postmortem of this what? Main method. Okay, the total postmortem of this main method. What is your duty? You just read the notes. You just read the notes, try to understand. You are facing problem, ask me. Is it clear, all of you? Your cooperation is required, sir. Okay, I am giving my 100%. Your cooperation is required. You just read the notes, nothing else. Once you enter in the programming zone, then we will what together we will solve the issues. What are the issues we will solve together? Thank you, all of you. Online guys, any question you have? Tomorrow, no. Wednesday. From Wednesday, Ashok Reddy sir class. My class will shift. Ashok Reddy sir. Ashok Reddy sir will come. He's on leave. Actually, so that's why I have started this class. So he will come, he will join this time, and then I will take the class in a separate time. Online guys, any question you have? How many days it will take? It depends upon you how many questions you are asking in the classroom. It will take, look at, I need 70 sessions. To complete this entire course, I need 70 sessions. 70. Okay. But I will go in a very depth, sir. That's why it will take time. 70 days is required. 70 sessions are required. Okay. Thank you, all of you.